Hi, my name is Noelle Dodge, and I am the creator of this page. I also have created the self-discovery program called Bond. So, one of the things I'm working on right now is our five basic needs. And the five basic needs, if you follow, if you're aware of William Glasser's five basic needs, if you take a look at that, the first one is survival. And really, that is like the core of all the needs, and everything else falls around it. So we need autonomy, which is freedom, and we need competency, which is power, and we need relatedness, which is connection, love, and belonging. And how that all is determined in our reality is through fear or joy. And joy fills the need of our need for fun. Now, when we are filled with fear, it kills off connection, it kills off freedom, it kills off joy, it kills off our power, it disempowers us. And so fear then becomes a threat to our survival because it's killing off everything around survival that feeds survival. And we have a tendency to go into fight, flight, or freeze mode and want to control what is going on in our environment that is threatening our survival. So when we react to gain control, we're actually out of control. We don't want to react to control whatever it is that is threatening our survival need. What we want to control is the fear. By controlling the fear, we are capable of responding because we reduce the fight, flight, or freeze, and then we become aware with our full brain using both our logical side and our intuitive side, our past experiences, along with what we know for sure. What does data say? What does the research say? Let's make a logical decision here as opposed to a reaction. So fear is still present. It's not that fear is not present, fear is still present, but you're using fear instead of having fear use you. You are controlling fear instead of allowing fear to control you. So, one of the things that we talk about in Bond is tapping. So, we use the strategy of tapping so that we can move those energies. If you're not aware of tapping, it is just a godsend. I don't know who came up with it, but it's amazing. But we also follow what Greg Braden talks about is centering the mind and the heart and getting the mind and heart centered. So a combination of tapping and getting the mind and heart centered um, through a meditation. We can also reduce the brain from going into that fight, flight, or freeze mode and actually respond to fear using fear as a tool. So, one of the analogies I like to use is like if you're on the expressway and you see road construction ahead, lane reduced to one, slow down. Those are all warnings that something is coming up. That doesn't mean a catastrophe is going to happen when you get there. It means slow down and be prepared. It means, take caution. It doesn't mean get off the expressway and have a meltdown because there's construction up ahead, or slam on your brakes and just stop and think about what you're going to do next because now there's construction. We don't do that. So when life comes up with a crisis, or you see something like, ooh, you might not want to invest in that company because they're having struggles, or there's talk about a merger, or you might not want to do this, or you might not want to do that. Those are warning signs. Those aren't dead ends. Those aren't exit immediately. Those aren't terminate your relationships right now. They are warning signs. So use caution, but don't, it's not a threat to your survival. So we don't have to go into panic mode. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you got some value out of it. But really, the bond work is about rediscovering who you are and who you've become, to be accepted into this world, to be accepted by the people around you. So if you're in a very toxic family, you are going to probably play it very small to be accepted by people who do not accept themselves. You will never be good enough. They reinforce your good enough, not good enough belief. You will never be good enough for them because nothing is ever good enough. Why are you any different? So you playing small actually prevents you from showing them that they are good enough because you are good enough. So when you change your mindset, you change the people you surround yourself with, you change your life and you change everything around you. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. This is Milo. He is my M&M jar that I've turned into words of wisdom. Milo is filled with inspirational thoughts and words of wisdom. So we'll see what he has for us today. I will pull from the Milo mind. And today's is, it's time to take responsibility. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, time to take responsibility. Everything's backwards. Oh no. So, which is great because when we take responsibility, we own fear. Fear doesn't own us. Fear doesn't control us. We control the fear. Why? Because we're taking responsibility for our life. So I'm going to end with that, and you have a great night, and stay tuned. There'll be more. Bye.